Hello, welcome to Dear Love Talk, the part of the program where we take in your questions and anything you want to know about relationships, and we answer them here.
Exactly. Maybe you are in between, like a crossroad. You don't know what to do, which direction to take. Email us on the email below, and we will be more than happy to answer your
That's
questions.
right. Now, let's go for the first question of today, and it says, I was in a traumatic relationship where I suffered psychological abuse. I am divorced, but find it hard to move forward and to trust again. What should I do? Well, we don't know if this is a man or a woman. I will assume it's a woman, since most psychological abuse sufferers are women, not all. You don't need to write to us saying that, oh, men suffer psychological abuse as well, because we know that.
Yes.
I think the first thing, before I even give you advice on how you can move on, it's important to say that we're not psychologists, but we know that certain things in life that happen to us, if anything, they can teach us lessons. And I think the first lesson here should be that now you know what the signs of psychological abuse are, you should no longer accept them. At the slightest sign
Of abuse.
or inkling of abuse, you need to do something. You need to walk out of there and not think twice. And usually people say, oh, you can't really tell a person to leave an abusive relationship because they may not be ready to do that. I understand that, but I'm telling you, you should not stay in an abusive relationship. Now,
Yeah. There are lots of helplines out there these days to give you the right advice when it comes to that.
Yeah.
So.
Now, what you can do to move forward is understanding that the fact this happened to you does not mean that it will happen to you again. The fact that someone took advantage of you or abused you verbally or whatever the case may be, it doesn't mean this will happen again. Of course, you need to try to get to know the person really well before you get involved with them. And I think part of the problem sometimes, not always, but sometimes, is that there are people who allow themselves to get involved emotionally too quickly without knowing who that person is. And they are setting themselves to become vulnerable and to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and I hear what you're saying, but I'm also thinking for those who are victims of this kind of abuse or any other abuse, you only really have one choice. The choice you have is to be strong. Is to be strong not for people around you, but for yourself. It's unfortunate that it happened to you, but think with me. You can either isolate yourself and be unhappy and bitter for the rest of your life and ask yourself why me? Or you can say, you know what? I am young, I have a lot of years ahead of me, or few years, I don't know your age, but I'm going to make it happen for myself. And you take this positive attitude, which is not easy, but you can find strength, especially, at our seminars, we do also support cases like that. We help people who are going through that, and get yourself, change your life, turn it around and inspire other people.
I think also, because I really want to help you, I don't know your name, we're not going to answer a second question today because there's another point I want to make about this. You have to be careful that you won't want to move forward too quickly. I know that people say, look, I want to move forward. And sometimes people who go through psychological abuse, they want to immediately jump into another relationship that may be comforting and make them feel better because they think this will help them
get over
it and quench the problem, when actually it's not the case. Don't worry about moving forward too quickly. Give yourself time for you to heal whatever wounds you had. Look for a place where you can find help with that. Our seminars is one of those places. And when you're ready, you're ready. Don't think time will make you ready, because time doesn't make anybody ready. I've known of people who have been struggling with a particular trauma for 20 years and they haven't overcome it. But give yourself time to overcome it, to deal with the issue. When you feel ready, you move forward. And don't jump into another relationship as a form of making you feel better.
Yeah, I mean, that's it really. Don't isolate yourself, seek help, and you're going to overcome that situation.
That's
You will
right.
see.
And if you want to come and seek help in one of our meetings, okay? It's been a pleasure to be here with you. Remember, you can send us your questions on Facebook or via the email address that's on your screen right now. Until next time,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.